Now it's time for your NL Player of the Week, presented by Chevrolet. Look at Mookie Betts. You know what's funny? Mookie had a big grand slam on the same night. Harold predicted him.
I picked him
to go deep. And Mookie, 10 RBIs in 6 games, 4 in that one swing. Mookie on a tear right now. And Mookie Betts, for the second consecutive year, is the Dodgers nominee for the Robert Clemente Award, and Mookie joins us now live in the National Pregame Show. Mookie, congratulations for being a nominee once again.
Congrats, Mook!
Yes, man.
Thanks, guys.
We know you do great work with your 50/50 Foundation. For folks at home that don't know how much effort you're pouring into that foundation, walk us through what you and your beautiful wife, Bree, are doing to really help so many people.
Yeah, I mean, we try and do everything. We try and just give opportunities that kids may not have, just going through everyday life with teaching them about nutrition, teaching them about mental and physical health, and then financial literacy. You know, these are things that some parents may not know and may not be able to pass on to the next generation. And so I just feel like me and my wife and my cousin Unique, who's the CEO, she's the brains behind everything. That's all we want to do is just spread opportunity.
Hey, Mook, it's Harold here. You guys have done so much, and you always do. But I think the one thing that engages you, you're not 6'5", you're not 6'6".
Man.
When you walk in a room and kids see you, they probably go, man, he's how big? I can do that. Do you get that feeling at all when you get a chance to be around a lot of youngsters? I know I did. I'm only 5'10".
Yeah, they remind me all the time that I'm small. Half the kids are bigger than I am, and they're 15, 16 years old. So, if I can be that little ray of hope, ray of sunshine, to just so they know that they don't have to be necessarily Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani to be successful in baseball, but really in life in general.
Hey, Mookie, it's Dan. You started doing your off-the-field work with a lot of foundations. Started in Boston, you carried it over to Los Angeles. Do you get a lot of satisfaction when you see the joy and the positivity you can bring to the communities that you live in and you played in?
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes I don't really realize the effect that, just giving gloves or really just sending smiles, just smiles and saying hello. You never really realize how much of effect that has on kids. And so being able to, God bless me with the ability and the platform to spread love and spread knowledge. And so I'm just trying to do my part.
Hey, Mook, I got to ask you, you have kids yourself. Going to the hospitals was always the hardest thing for me. And when you have kids, it makes it even tougher. What's been one of the most challenging visits for you to walk away that's like a tearjerker for you? Is that close?
Yeah, going to the hospital sometimes and you see the terminally ill kids that probably won't make it out. That stuff is hard. It gets really, really hard to go talk to them just because sometimes you just don't really know what to say. Words of encouragement are almost like a negative in a certain way. So, it's really important just to be there, be present, maybe create a moment that they'll remember. That's really it. But some of these the visits with the kids that have stage 4 cancer and whatnot, that stuff's really hard, and it just puts perspective on life.
Tell you what, I'm older than you, and I'm just going to give you some encouragement. Keep doing it, and as you get older, you're going to have so many people coming back to you going, "You made my kid's moment," and that's why you guys do it. That's why players do it. So I know it's tough. Continue doing. You're making a huge impact. And
no doubt.
Awesome.
No doubt. And Mook, you're always one of our
Thank you,
favorites, and you're a very busy man. Last year, you were part of the Vegas festivities for all MLB. This year, you're a co-host with Roy Wood.
What?
Yeah, of the MLB Award show presented by MGM Rewards. How excited are you to co-host this event?
I'm super, super excited about that, man. Like, this is it's not something I necessarily dreamed about, but my move when I got traded from Boston to LA, I didn't really realize that me being behind the camera kind of felt like home. And so when I do my podcast and I come on the show with you guys and I get to talk and be behind the camera, it feels I'm comfortable with it. And so I feel like the next step in life for me is to start maybe hosting some TV shows, some game shows, all MLB award show, and so things like that. I feel like are they weren't dreams of mine now, but now they are.
That is so cool, Mook. Hey, I want to ask you about what the dream is happening right now as a Dodger fan. Mookie Betts is hot. So how did you get rolling so well? What'd you do? Any adjustments you make along the way, or what?
Whew, there's been a lot of adjustments. I think, losing the weight early, this is not an excuse, but losing the weight early kind of hurt me in the sense that I was just trying to manufacture the power, manufacture being myself, and I wasn't. And so, when I just didn't really know how to handle it, didn't know how to handle not being myself, and so I was trying my hardest all season, and eventually I just said forget it and just trying to help the team win. Just do what you can to help the team win. If you get a hit, cool. If you don't, cool. Go make a play. And things just eventually started to turn.
Yeah, it didn't hurt having a cheeseburger here and there, huh? Put some weight back.
That did help.
Mookie, since we have you, a former MVP, we keep going back and forth on what the term of the most valuable player really is. We do have an award for most outstanding offensive player. It's the Hank Aaron Award, right? But it should be, I'm assuming, the totality of what you bring to the table, which you do on both sides of the ball. Both of these players are incredible baseball players, Aaron Judge and Cal Raleigh. But to see a catcher with over 50 home runs, I'm immediately thinking value. There's incredible value there. How do you define the most valuable player award? And of that, in that conversation, Raleigh and Judge, where do you stand on it?
I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. Is the value that you bring each and every night. Kyle does so much with handling a pitching staff. That's nowadays catchers, that's essentially their only job, and so he's doing it on both sides of the ball, handling the pitching staff and carrying the offense. So that's a lot in itself. That's you can't even place value on that. And then what Judge brings to the Yankees, man, you can't explain it just because it's not just on the field for him. I think he's their captain off the field as well. With he has so much love, and respect from all those guys. And they show up every day. He gets them going. That's a value that you can't really explain in itself as well. So, I'm not here to vote and to try and divide one way or the other. But it's really just kind of how you see it. There's so many different perspectives on it. But for me, they're both invaluable. Like there's no way to place value on what they bring to the table, and they're both having amazing seasons.
That was so good, Mookie, because you opened my eyes to something I didn't think about, which is leadership and the media pressure that Aaron Judge has to carry, that the rest of his teammates, even though many stars are on that team as well, aren't carrying at the same level as Aaron Judge. And that leadership is incredibly valuable. That is terrific, Mookie.
Well, and East Coast baseball is different. Mookie's been there. He knows, but we'll leave that alone.
Really, really good, Mookie. Really
that
awesome.
was a good answer,
hey,
man.
Mookie, we love having you on. You're amazing at this, as you were just talking about. We look forward to hanging out with you in Vegas. That's going to be incredible to watch. And keep swinging it, man. You're fun to watch. Thanks, Mookie.
Congrats on the Clemente,
Thank
Mook.
you, guys.
Congrats.
Yes, sir.
Hope
you
you're
guys.
an eventual winner of that. Congrats.
We'll see.